Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name's Deanna and today we'll be working on week number 3 of my 13 weeks of Halloween. And we're going to be doing a pumpkin banner today. And I used the Hobby Lobby, or not the Hobby Lobby, the Dollar Tree pumpkins, the wooden pumpkins that they have. You get 5 in a pack for $1. And they measure, I believe, 4 3/4, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I have pre-painted them so we would be ready to go, and I've also did some of my other things to them, so this would be not a lengthy video because we still have quite a bit to do. So I painted them with the Pumpkin 11140 Anita's acrylic, and the moon here behind this witch, let me bring this up so you can see it, is Folk Art School Bus Yellow 736. Now this I've had forever, so I don't know if they've changed their numbers or not, but that is School Bus Yellow. And I have pre-stamped all but one. And how I got my little lines in the pumpkins, I took my terracotta, which there it is, right here. I'll put this one over so I can show you. So, and you can still do this when it's still kind of damp. It doesn't really matter, just if you don't want paint on your fingers. Let's see here. My little brush. There we go. And I just dipped it in my paint. And then you just kind of do an arch. Now, you could use a marker if you wanted. You don't have to use paint. And I usually thin my paint out so it's not so dominant, but this would be fun. And also you could do something on the back of these too if you wanted. You don't have to leave it blank. And I thought about doing a falsing too, but then it just gets too lengthy. So maybe later I'll flip these over and do a falsing with them in another video at another time. Okay, so I'm going to set this side to dry a second while I work on these other ones. So this one I left for us to do together. And I'm going to use my StazOn black ink. And we'll get this stamp here inked up. Now most of my stamps I've had for quite a while. I haven't purchased any new stamps in a long time because I have so many. All right, we're going to stamp this house right down in here. And I'm just going to hold it a bit, let that soak in. Give it a nice press. And there we've got a haunted house, and it looks like it's got cemetery stones in the front. Very nice stamp. Let me set that one aside. Now that has to be cleaned off with StazOn ink remover. And that looks like this. Comes in a little bottle. All right, now this other one, I'm not going to use the full thing. I just wanted the bats. So I'm going to try to get a piece of paper here. Mask that. I do not want all that other stuff. Here we go. So this just prevents me from getting ink on the other things I don't want. And oops, I see this one doesn't have very much ink on it. Let me grab that again there. I kind of give it some hot breath on there so that it keeps it moist. Hold that on there. There we go. So our bats are flying around. Take that one off. Okay. So now we can start a little bit of decorating here. Now with this one, I have cut out with my Cricut this scene of trick-or-treaters. And I thought that would look real cute, kind of arched in front of that house, just to give it a little something different. You can kind of see the house in the background and then the trick-or-treaters coming through. So I'm gonna leave that length, and I'm gonna just add some glue, hot glue here and over here. Whoops, looks like there's a little leg coming attached, but that's all right. We'll get that. So I'm gonna get that over here like that. And like I said, I want it arched, so they look like they're standing out a little bit. I'm going to get in there with something to try to move that glue so it's not visible. There we go. And they're just arched just a little bit. See that? And just a nice silhouette. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my scissors and I'm going to trim off this extra paper here. There we go. Just gives it just a little something. Looks kind of cute. For my stems, I was going to grab my paint out and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to grab my marker. This just happens to be a Bic permanent marker, and I just use that to do my stems, but you can use paint. All right, so we'll get that one. We got that one done. And I did flip the pumpkins, like every other stem is going in the opposite direction. I'm going to this one here that says Happy Halloween with the pumpkin, I'm going to just use one of my Dress It Up spider buttons. This happens to be the glitter one. I've snipped off the back. Let's go ahead and attach that to this one here, just like so. There we go. So we've got two done, our first two done. And this one we're going to add some blood to, but that's got to be the last thing we do. So let's go ahead with the skeleton one. And I'm just going to use some of my AliExpress miniature paper flowers. Roses. I snip the wire and bend it over so that I don't, if you don't, sometimes the papers they start to come apart. So I'm just going to glue 3 roses to the bottom of this frame of the skeleton. Oops, I have to watch this glue gun so it don't drip on anything. Another one here. There we go. My table is quite full because I'm working on several projects all at once, but I wanted to start getting these done so that you could, so I can clear my table. All right. I think we'll just do 3 of those on there like that. Of course, we have some glue strings as normal. There we go. I can brighten that one up like that. And then this one's getting the blood. This one here is my witch stamp. I'm not going to do anything to her. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave her. So we've got that so far. So all we have to do is the blood on this one. Seems like let's put some of these curlies on here. So this is just the wire I just cut off. Let me find, this is too big. Let me get a skewer here a second. Be nice and small. Here we go. All right. So I'm just going to take my skewer and I'm going to wrap this wire around there nice and tight. I'm going to leave a little bit to send back in for glue. That gives us a little curly cue. We're just going to glue that in on underneath those roses. I think. Here we go. Yeah, it gives it a gives them a little something. So we'll go ahead and do that here a second. Just a little glue, it doesn't need a lot. Slide that in there like so. Let's grab another wire. Again, pull it on there tight. There we go. And let's see here. Yeah, maybe just like that. A little bit more glue on there. And we're going to slide this one right there. Oops. A little glue showing. Just get it while it's still warm. There we go. There we go. And you can see those two curly cues there. I think you can. Yeah, the light's hitting that one from the top. Let me bend it down a little bit. There you go. We got two curly cues in there. All right, I think that's good for that one. So let's go ahead and string this up. Now I just have some, I did have some, and this I think is either Walmart or just, oh, you know what? I think it's Michael's, just cheap, 50 cents a roll satin ribbon. And I want a good amount. I'd rather have too much and cut off the excess so I have enough for hanging rather than not having enough. So this is, I'll give you an idea. I'm just got my ruler here. Okay. So let's see here. We got 12, 24, 36, 36, about 43 inches. So just to give you an idea of what I'm starting with. I'm going to burn the ends of my ribbon here with my lighter just to seal it so it doesn't fray. And I'm going to come up from the back here. All right. And I'm going to leave, let's see, I'm going to leave probably, let's leave, I'm going to leave about 8 inches, I think. Let me get this back here. About 8 inches. I'm going to take this and tie it. Whoops, I'm off the camera. Sorry. Slippery. Goodness gracious. There we go. Tie it in a knot. Give it another knot. So I've got my edge, just like that. Okay. Now that that's knotted, I'm going to run that back through the hole. Okay. Just like so. Okay. And we're going to run the next one through the back side here. And I'm just going to hold it up a second so I can see how far I want them to hang apart. I think I'm going to give them about 3/4 of an inch. Okay. And we're going to run this one through. Let's see what we got here. Give it another knot. Run it through the back of the hole. It's tiny and it's slippery, so it's like slipping right through my fingers. Okay, there we go. All right. So that's 2. Ooh, it ended up being a little bit closer. Yeah, I can stretch it out there. There we go. All right. Yeah, that looks cool. All right. Do our next one. Okay. Give that just about the same amount. I'm just holding this so it can't go back that way. And I gotta run this. Okay. Give it another tie. Now you might have your favorite way to hang your garlands, but I do not. Get that one like that. That one, something's wrong with that one. Because I tied it on the other side. I don't know if I can get that undone. Let's see if I can bring it up over the other side there. Tied the knot on the wrong side. Okay. Not sure if I'll be able to get that over there. I can stretch it. Nope. Let's see if I can untie it. If I can loosen it enough, I can. There we go. Something tiny. These things happen sometimes. There we go. Just was able to loosen it enough. I want to get it back on the other side. There we go. Now we can tighten it back up. Let's see here. I'm going to get this back over closer. Loosen the knot. There we go. Get my first one tied up here. All right. Okay. There we go. Now let's tie it. Second knot. There we go. Run it back through the hole. I mean, worst case scenario, I could have left it on that side, but it just was looking weird to me because the other ones are, it was going over top of the stem. Back up underneath this hole here. Make sure I tie it on the right side. Okay. Well, silly goose, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. Apparently not enough coffee yet. Here we go. Okay. No, this one's giving me a little bit of trouble, isn't it? Not paying attention or something. There we go. back through the hole. We're not going to have a ton left over. We have probably just enough to hang. All right. Back up through this last pumpkin here. You don't have to do 5 pumpkins. You can do how many you want. You can put something else in between if you have other wood shapes. I just happened to. Telling you, this stuff is slippery. There we go. All right. Okay. Just like that. Another knot. Back through the hole. And look, we ended up with just about the same amount of ribbon. Pretty close. Maybe about an inch different. Perfect. Okay. So that is how those are tied together. Now I'm going to do my blood on this. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to use my red stickles. Make sure it's... I'm just testing it. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to do a line down here, the bottom of this, and I'm just going to start dropping it down in kind of squiggly, different length lines. Almost like you would do icicles. No, you don't want them all the same. I just want it to look like blood. Blood dripping down. This is actually liquid pearls. Sorry, I said stickles. It's actually liquid pearls. You could use stickles. But there, now that looks like some blood dripping down. That's supposed to be my spooky voice, I guess. All right. Okay. I don't want anything to touch that right now until it dries. Okay. So, there we go. I think that is pretty good. I don't think we need anything else on there. Like it. Well, maybe I could do, she's the only one that doesn't have anything. Maybe I could do just a couple of roses down here. So let's do that for her. She's the only one that doesn't have anything dimensional or something going on. So let me snip 3 of the black roses here. And we're going to glue them on in that corner there. Just like so. Just like so. There we go. And dress it up a little bit. And we can give this one a couple curly keys too. Give it a little bit to put back in. Wrapping it around there tight. I don't want to get poked with it. There we go. And we're going to stretch it out a little bit. Glue one into there. Doesn't take a lot of glue. Whoops. Take some though. And another one. Whoops. Hang on. There we go. And I think maybe right. Oh, I just touched my blood. I knew. All right. I knew it. That's why I do that last. Because otherwise, if anybody's going to touch it, it would be me. Okay, we're going to slide this one right underneath there like that. All right. So let me see if I can fix this. Might have to go back in and dab a little black on there or something just to clean that up a little bit. But let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to, and I can go back in with a little bit of orange and try to doctor that back up. I think it'll be just fine. Or, you know what? We'll just make the bloodline a little bit bigger. There we go. Just like that. That'll be fine. Just make the bloodline a little bit bigger. There. Now it's not so noticeable. Okay. Well, I want to take the time to thank you for joining me today. And if you like my videos, then please subscribe to my channel. And if you hit that bell, you'll be notified each time I put up a new video. I do at least one a week. Most of the time I do two, but if I get really busy, then I can only get one in. But I usually try to do a couple videos a week. And thumbs up is always appreciated. So until the next time, hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.